Bête Noire. I think I said that. I pronounced that wrong. Upon research, it translates to like bane of one's existence. So someone you really hate, which makes sense with the episode. I had a fun time with that wacky, silly episode. It was so fun. It was so my style of episode. Those are the kind of things that I like for Black Mirror when the tech or whatever it is just astronomically like OP, powerful or weird, wild. I love when it's like that because I think it makes you feel like it's it makes me feel like it's less possible that it could happen. I mean, which you never know, but more fantastical, which I appreciate. But yeah. Well, let's see what we get on to here. I believe this episode is longer runtime. I just saw the runtime while I was setting this up, and I was like, okay, this is a movie right here, this one. So let's willing to watch alongside on the Patreon. Please support the Patreon. It really does help me bring these videos to you all. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, the notification bell. Please engage with this video. Tell me how Black Mirror has been going for you. I love this show, as you know, so they can do no wrong in my eyes. Well, let's go ahead and watch. All right. Oh, this is fully a movie. I told you, this is a movie. If you seek thrills and romance, then check into a Hotel Reverie. Dude, there's a lot of French going on.
Hotel Reverie.
Reverie.
Renowned Dr. Alex Palmer encounters tragic heiress Clara Rice.
What's her name?
Thank you. A black rose.
Emma Corrin.
A rose for a rose.
Emma Corrin.
It's silly, I know.
If it's Claire de Lune you want, it's Claire de Lune you shall have.
Claire de Lune.
The pair are unaware Clara's fiendish husband Claude is plotting her death.
I love this.
Wife has more lives than a damn cat. She dies tonight.
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Oh! Forbidden Love. Dorothy Chambers, Clara Rice Lachelle. Hotel Reverie. I love this. Let's watch this movie. Let's watch the whole thing. I want to watch it.
An unrivaled collection of heritage media.
By heritage, you mean old?
Noir. Aquafina.
I was in Cannes last week trying to sell our library to some streamers, and they were NFI.
NFI, it's a non-fungible,
Not fucking interested.
Not fungible.
dreams, classics, like Hotel Reverie.
I'll be yours forevermore.
Forbidden Love.
Well, what if I told you
Yeah.
my company has an affordable way?
You're going to use one of those AI paint boxes.
What we're proposing isn't fake.
Red Ream. Issa Rae. Anisha's gonna be in Black Mirror. I didn't know which one.
It's a big role. It's a big supporting role. Backing up Mr. Lead dude again. I don't want to be pursued. Why can't I pursue?
Hot potato.
I just want something magical, timeless, something
I love magic.
1940s classic.
Like Hotel Reverie.
Yes. I'll be yours forevermore.
What's that where that line comes from?
The iconic final line? Yeah.
Don't spoil it.
They're doing some kind of reboot.
They're remaking Hotel Reverie. Dr. Palmer, I want to do it.
It's a male lead. They want a Ryan, one of the Ryans.
Tell them I want to do this.
Ooh.
So I'm afraid Ryan's a no.
Which one?
Both of them. Chris Hemsworth didn't connect with the material, and Donald Glover says thanks for thinking of him.
Thanks for thinking of it.
Is there really not one A-lister who's curious?
Well,
Issa Rae.
Brandy Friday's team says she's interested.
Holy shit, Brandy Friday?
They said she's only interested if she plays the lead.
Well, that's just
Brilliant.
Switch it up. Classic Hollywood changing the leads and everything. Ralph Redwell, Alex Palmer, Dorothy Chambers, Clara Rice Lachelle. Dorothy Chambers. Ooh, screen test. Come on. It's wild that they don't even have that.
I realise I'm waiting for it to ring, but it's not connected, is it? No. Hello? A Rice-a-Share residence?
Nice for share. The way she's holding it is so funny.
Oh, God damn it. Well, it's just so hard when there's no one on the other end. Take two.
Where was that? Still worth watching? Death. Oh, I didn't even see that one.
And an outpouring of grief as actress Dorothy Chambers is found dead at home.
How Hollywood eats talent.
The reclusive beauty never married and was well known to be...
Demon 79. I was reading the movies on the right, and one of them was Demon 79. I knew there was a Easter egg in there.
This is for you.
Thank you.
The signature just here.
Black Mirror loves Easter egg.
I really loved that movie you were in about the
Shocker.
secret CIA agent.
Thank you.
He was so good.
Oh.
He was so good in that movie about the pilot that
Oh.
saves.
So, gotta take this.
Okay.
No, he was so good. On the way out. I'll stand there and make sure the gate closes.
At the lead in Hotel Reverie, I guess they're gonna flip it. But it's all laid out for you in that info pack.
Pepe from Streamberry is here.
Yeah, congratulations
Ooh.
again. Okay, look, I gotta go. Bye, bye, bye.
Did you see that? Did you see the hard drive? The USB?
I'll be yours forevermore.
I'll be yours forevermore. My paramour.
Powering up in a few minutes.
She missed that USB, and I think that's
Give me 2
important.
seconds.
This is a way to capture them on film somehow. Maybe
It's leased to some Swedes who are shooting a Luro commercial.
You said we had 3 hours.
Luro. It makes them go back in time. So the picture looks like... But you can do that with film anyways. I don't know.
Can I tell you how thrilled we are that you're doing this?
Oh, it's my pleasure.
The Redream, how it works.
What?
Redream, the system that we're using.
That's probably the hard drive, the USB.
There was a USB stick in there too, with the info pack on it. You didn't see that?
No.
So she doesn't know what she's getting into. What does this do?
You know your lines, right?
Sure.
That's a liability clause right there. That's liability.
We're making the movie right now, in real time, like theater.
Oh, storyboard.
Casting reels, dailies, all of it. And it creates an entirely self-sufficient dimension.
It creates a dimension. You feed it inputs, and then you enter the movie.
Mesmerizer?
Yeah, it's a nickname for a synaptive fictive.
Mesmerizer. We got this. We saw this before, no?
Just say your lines, and if we get too far off arc, we'll just pull you out. That won't happen, though.
What? I didn't even know what she said there. What happens if we need to pull you out? Also, she knows all the lines from the movie. She's fully ready to go today? Because they would shoot, like, some scenes and some scenes. Yo, it creates the set, it creates everything. And then she appears in the thing, and nobody else is needed except her. Ooh. What happens if she's trapped in there and can't come out? You just lived your life in that movie. Oh, it's black and white too, everything. I even thought it was kind of like a reimagining of it. Wow. All the extras, everybody. This is kind of wild.
They think that they're real people living in a real world.
So who they gonna think I am?
Yeah.
Alex Palmer, doctor of tropical medicine.
Middle-aged British white guy?
They will see and hear you as you are, and they'll just accept that you're Alex Palmer.
Really?
Dr. Palmer is a black woman
He's a
just
black
rolling
woman.
up in 1940, whatever, and it's just
Okay.
fine.
That's fine.
Are we sure? I'm worried.
I know it sounds crazy. It won't even cross their minds.
Okay.
What if you feed them too much data, though? That produces a conflict in their mind somehow. I think she's underestimating the inputs and the data.
The newspaper?
I can see how this can go wrong. Trapped in here, and they just... They're like, what are you doing here? You're not Dr. Palmer?
Simulation running.
It's wild to be in a real movie. Like, imagine being in an action thriller, chase, something, you know? You can die, actually.
Clara inbound.
So she's here too. So she is her significant other? Like, that's going to be the same story? I thought they would change it all up. This is kind of wild.
What do you want? May I have a seat at your table?
I do not understand.
Perhaps that one.
That one is for mon petit bonbon. Bonbon does not sit on the ground. Do you, bonbon?
I have a spare seat, and I can assure you, no bonbon.
It's a very different flavor than dear old Ralphie.
It's definitely different. Yeah.
Alex Palmer.
Clara
It's like an
Rice-a-Share.
SNL skit.
One Black Rose. For CRS.
Murder attempt number 1 imminent.
Murder attempt number 1 imminent.
Say a pianist walked in right now. What would you have him play?
Oh, that's easy. Claire de Lune.
It's Claire de Lune you want. It's Claire de Lune you shall have.
Just gonna play it. You can just play it automatically because of the text. Normally you have to learn that. Wait, is she not supposed to be able to do that?
Brandy? What the hell?
You didn't say it was a real piano.
I thought that you could play the real piano.
Oh.
She can't stop. The piano playing sets up the inciting incident.
Brandy, you gotta keep playing. Oh my god, she's doing chopsticks.
Mary had a little lamp.
She steps outside, Alex follows. They talk. It's the encounter that sets the whole story rolling.
Can we hit that plot point some other way?
Maybe.
You play over it?
Got an even bigger problem.
Bigger than that?
The poison.
The poison cocktail.
Stop playing the piano. Go sit next to Clara. Now. Go. Now.
This is wild. They're changing the whole movie. One of the fans.
Afraid I'm a little out of practice.
It certainly sounded that way.
One scotch
The Black Rose.
and the black rose.
The Rose.
Do not let her drink that. That's poison. Improvise.
Oh my god, look! Big goof.
No. What? I don't. Was there really a goose?
Yes.
No. There wasn't.
No, there wasn't.
This is off script.
I don't appreciate mockery, Dr. Palmer.
She
Good
hates
luck.
Dr. Palmer now.
Attraction falling, guys.
This was supposed to be their big moment outside, but now it's going to be an argument, I think.
Dorothy!
That's her real name.
Clara. Her name is Clara.
The Virgin's rising.
Why did you call me Dorothy? Yo, this is breaking reality. What did you say?
Why did you call me Dorothy?
You remind me of someone.
They're way off script here.
Someone who the world looked at and assumed had everything, but
Didn't?
on the inside, she was
Sad.
Blue. Then it's no surprise I remind you of her.
That's my story. They're having a tender moment that wasn't planned.
One should never unburden oneself to a stranger.
oh, it's no burden. And I've given up on my dreams of piano playing.
Romantic interest rising.
Perhaps there was a tragic figure in some other life.
I thought you said they weren't self-aware.
They're becoming.
The only reality she's aware of is the story.
Actually, I think she might be sensing some echoes.
Echoes?
Our Clara AI is derived from the original performance by Dorothy Chambers. She sunk as much of herself as possible into the role of Clara.
Which people tend to do.
But when she heard her name connected with that essence, she's grown a dimension.
Ooh.
I mean, I get it.
You get it.
Been there, done that.
You know, life shit.
This
No one says shit in the movie.
The lingo.
Life shit.
She's saying it now.
I've never met someone so differently alive.
Differently alive.
Romantic likelihood increasing.
Even though this is not the character they created, that
Good
was
night.
written for the role. She's still falling in love. Maybe even stronger than the original. We'll see.
Wife, who is most terribly alive. You are supposed to serve that special back rose.
Oh, no.
Oh, the drink. Oh, bonbon.
Guys,
The poison. That's not supposed to
Bonbon's
happen.
drinking the cocktail.
Oh.
That's not supposed to happen. That's going to set things off. The whole movie's changing.
Dead dog confirmed.
That's kind of wild.
Madame Raban was supposed to steal the cocktail and drink the poison.
Oh, herself.
Inspector Levine gets called to the hotel, and
And Alex sees Inspector Levine sneezing.
the final scene, when the police burst in, Levine recognizes Alex and tells his men not to shoot.
There isn't any time. They've got to get in and start building.
Stack overflow error? What's happening with her?
Jack, pull her out.
I don't think he can.
It's still going.
Jack, just pull her out, please.
Unplug it.
No, interrupting the simulation while our consciousness is marooned in there could cause a catastrophic synaptic failure in the subject.
Ooh, because she's plugged in.
Well, I mean, there's a 98% chance of fatality, yes.
Ooh, that's so risky.
We can't extract you until the narrative arc is complete.
I'm stuck here?
That's a panic attack.
You say to Clara, your final line, credits roll, we pull you on out.
You might get shot.
Brenny, you're gonna feel a time jump at any moment. It's gonna be like teleported.
What do you mean teleported?
New story day.
Clothes change and everything.
I was planning on doing some sightseeing, but Claude's been called away on business.
Invite yourself along.
Unless... I don't suppose you would
her.
want to accompany me, would you, Dr. Palmer?
That wasn't planned.
Palmer's supposed to ask her that.
I'm sorry.
The story is writing itself.
She's gaining agency.
What's wrong with that? Actors love agency.
She's not. She's.
I think it adds something to it.
So why did you say shit?
I said shit, yeah.
It affects the tech. 100%. She's about to walk out of the movie.
So looking forward to seeing Cairo.
I can't wait.
She keeps on changing scene.
Hang on in there.
I could do this for hours.
Yeah, that would be wild to go through that. Just keeps changing. Like you would need to, as an actor, you would need to have a test run for this, you know, to do this.
Here's where she twists her ankle.
Oh.
Oh, God. My damned heels.
Help her to her room.
I know you'll need...
Seduction scene next.
Seduction scene. Okay, let's go. Seductively.
Will I still be able to join the Bolshoi? Well, perhaps to make certain, you might try a little bit higher.
Come on. When they show it in this way,
How about here?
Brandy looks more part of the scene, but when they were inside, she looks placed in. It's very interesting.
Had fruitier than the original.
It's steamier. Is it fruitier?
The ice I ordered.
Second murder attempt
Poison.
imminent.
Exactly. I was just about to say the poisonous. This is the scorpion.
Swear I just ordered the ice.
It would be a shame to waste it.
She put the glass on top of it, right?
Oh, my goodness! Oh, I don't even think what might have happened if you hadn't been here. Well...
Oh! Come on.
Romance levels peaking.
Oh, we're about to get to 100.
That is peaking.
Said it's not just peaking for the story. Yo, they are going there.
She wasn't like this with Ralphie.
She wasn't. There's even more of a connection. Oh, shit! Oh!
Data feed down.
We've lost picture.
Time code.
She's stuck in there. Yo, buddy, what did you do? You don't bring liquids to tech. She can't hear them anymore. She can't hear anything anymore.
What is it?
Do you hear that?
Silence.
Silent.
So it is.
Everybody's stuck. Dorothy, she's not stuck.
Kimmy!
Alex?
Kimmy?
Alex,
She just walks out.
Wait.
It's not cool to leave me hanging like this.
She's literally
Please tell me
panicking.
what's happening.
She needs to speak to,
Alex!
I'm not fucking Alex. I need to speak to Kimmy.
Don't
Okay,
tell her, don't tell
I'd
her.
explain, but
It's gonna mess up everything.
the movie is over.
What movie?
You can't tell a character in a movie that
This whole world's a movie.
No, it's not.
this is real for her. Remember?
Look around. Yeah, it's not even in color.
I don't know what you mean.
Just color.
None of this is real. You're not real.
Oof. Can't tell how she's not real.
Do you remember being a kid? Do you have any childhood memories at all?
There's some rules about this that you can't.
I don't like this game.
That's exactly it. It's a performance. You're a performance.
What do you think this is gonna leave her with?
Stop it,
When I called you Dorothy, she was you. The real you.
Imagine being told this.
You're a role she played.
Very like Truman Show, like kind of energy when you're told something like this. You know, it's just like, wait, what? What's happening here? It messes you up, and I don't know what's gonna do to that character. I don't know why she's not asking why she's the only one that's not stuck, you know? Clearly something has happened with her awareness. There's something about like awareness of reality from games or fiction, whatever thing. Tell a character in a book that they're in a book or something. Something like that. There's some narrative constraints or rules about this, which when you mix this with AI with tech, it messes everything up. But also, it's interesting how they're forming a new story.
My name's not Alex, it's Brandy. I'm an actor. I don't know if any of this makes any sense.
Since it makes her life is a lie, basically. Which is the worst thing.
Time in there for her is running a lot faster than it is for us out here.
You could have a whole lifetime.
6-7 hours a second.
Does that mean we have to pay her for more days?
Of course, that's where her mind goes. Studio execs and people. Immediately it's like the set looks like a painting at the edges there. Like it looks like a wall of, you know, you just cut through it. Ooh. That door looks like a drawing. It looks like a drawing of a door.
Something just breached the French.
What? What in the Stranger Things? Ooh. It's breaking the fourth wall. Breaking through. Can she go back though? Is she just stuck here now? Yeah, very Stranger Things. I don't know what's more eerie, standing in an all-black room like this or all-white?
Might be Clara.
Clara? She would have been exposed to the full data pool.
Oh. She's been exposed to the data pool. She's learning everything about her original self. Oh. She's getting full awareness here. Bulk apperception. It's kind of giving me Westworld vibes too. What is Dorothy hiding? And she had such a tragic life. How real is her? Emma Corrin is so good in this. All the way up to that moment. She saw her whole... that change. Her death. She knows it all now. I think it's gonna shut out the whole reality. Oh, she can go back. She has to sort of like mourn herself. Oh, she's playing.
If you and I are going to be stuck here together, then I'm not going to let you defile that piano one moment longer.
I would love to be able to know how to play the piano. It's such a nice thing to be able to know how to do. She's not on the script. Time is just going. For them, time, I guess. They're just having a whole lifetime here. So many parallels to this. Characters being stuck in a hotel or in a place where nobody else is or whatever, and they have to live there together for a while. All in like one moment. A lot of love story that just sort of blossomed from, unpredictable events or circumstances. It's just kind of life, isn't it?
I love you.
What did you say?
You know, I do too.
Phew.
There's no one else.
Clara was written to feel that way. It's Alex Palmer.
We're so far off that now.
But you're not Alex Palmer.
We have got a save state!
I can talk to her?
Yes, but voice only.
Brandy?
That's going to be a shocker.
Kimmy?
Oh, thank God.
What is it?
It's them.
We had a hardware issue. We're just gonna have to pick it up from where we were. The scene in Clara's hotel suite, the kiss after the scorpion. Bit of time has passed for her.
You were like, how long?
Clara's here, and she knows who I am, and we've been...
Lovers?
Once we reset, she won't remember anything that occurred after the save point.
Oh.
She won't remember?
No, just back to the film like nothing happened.
What won't I remember?
Anything.
2.
No!
Wait, no.
My heart is pounding like a drum.
Yes.
They had a whole thing, and now it's just gone.
Your line here is...
You don't have to say anything you don't want to.
That's not the line.
That's not the line.
What? Let's go with all that.
She's going off script.
You must go.
You heard her. You gotta go.
I don't want to.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry, Dr. Palmer.
She's gonna be like, my name is Brandy.
So am I.
Yo, this is...
How we doing in there?
This is kind of wild because she has feelings for her now. How long passed?
Keep the arc going. And say your final line at the right time. Trigger the end credits.
What if I don't say it?
What?
What happens if I don't say the final line?
Be stuck in there.
For how long?
Forever.
Is that so bad?
Your actual body, out here, that would die.
Consciousness, whatever, that would stay here.
Even if this is turned off. How is he able to be sustained?
Brandy, what are you asking me?
It's a big leap.
Nothing.
Good. Don't lose it now.
I won't.
She dies tonight.
Now beat it back to Clara's suite before the assholes start discussing the rooftop plot.
Which has changed.
Your husband's trying to kill you.
If this is another of your absurd James.
Who are you?
Alex.
Brian Alex.
The doctor was just leaving. I'll show you out, Dr. Palmer.
The doctor.
Please.
I want you to leave this room. I never want to see you again.
Ooh. The moment of conflict, of separation in the love story. Forbidden love.
I know the man responsible for murdering Bonbon. The most dangerous maniac.
And who is this maniac?
I'll only tell your most senior inspector here.
What's all this?
That's it.
Brandy, just summarize and split.
This woman's dog has been murdered by Claude Rice's share, who's about to kill his wife, who he's been trying to kill for days. Also, I'm a doctor, and you're probably allergic to your cologne. You should probably change it, and you'll stop sneezing.
So quick. Summarize.
And remember this face.
Remember this unplanned scene, and they made it into a moment.
I thought it was high time you got what you deserve.
Darling.
A slight push.
Come a little closer. Lean over the railing.
I really don't want to.
I said lean.
Claude, what has got into you?
Oh!
Get away from her!
Not one step closer.
Alex, no!
Was this how it happened?
The good doctor.
Oh!
Story arc really doesn't like this.
This is the end.
This is different.
Shoots him?
That definitely didn't happen.
What'd she do that for? Claude's not meant to die.
No, he's not.
Police inbound.
So they're gonna arrest her.
They'll arrest Clara.
What will happen if they do that?
Alex can still say the last line as they drag Clara away. That should be enough to trigger the end credits.
Should be.
Comes a tearjerker.
Young love destroyed when one of them winds up in the slammer. It's different, but it works.
Does it? They have to run away together. That's the only way.
The police are coming.
They'll arrest her.
They'll arrest you.
Yes, let them. She goes to jail, so what?
For how long?
From her perspective, forever.
No.
They're gonna take it.
What are you doing?
I don't want to frame.
No.
They'll arrest me.
No.
Believe me, it is the best way.
I won't let them. I love you.
Ooh.
And I love you.
This is it's kind of cute.
Forgive me.
It's gonna jump off the thing.
Clara, no! What are you doing?
Stop. I know this person. He's a doctor.
Oh, God.
They're gonna shoot her. What? It is a tearjerker.
No!
Don't cry for me.
Can I say the line? Can I say the line?
Arc closing.
Our body's going into shock.
Shock?
Say the line, Brandy.
No!
She won't say it. Yo, she's gone.
Brandy, say the line. Say the line, Brandy.
yours forevermore.
You think it worked? Did it for me?
Oh, she does come out, but with like pain. I think she's crying in there. She was crying, even here. Brandy Friday. What a performance.
Not a dry eye in the house.
Yo. She actually like went in, fell in love, had a whole experience, and then she's just taken out of it. It's like so messed up, but so beautiful.
The help of Redream and our friends at Streamberry, you might notice a few changes.
Look at that, the aspect ratio.
Waiter, another scotch, please, and for yourself.
A black rose.
A rose for a rose.
Oh my goodness!
Forbidden love. Yeah, she loved her, and she's gone. That's an experience that shakes you to your core. Technically, they can recreate it, right? Because they still have the access to that character in the story. Junipero Drive. Junipero. San Junipero. I told you Black Mirror loves an Easter egg. Loves a reference. Good gadget, the gift for you. Enjoy, Kimmy. Maybe she's able to go in there. She's able to use the device.
So I just pretend it's a normal telephone call.
Oh.
But it's not connected, is it? No.
Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. That's so cool. She gets to talk to her in there.
A Rice to Share residence.
Hi.
Who's this?
How do you even
Do
explain
I
that?
know you?
Yes and no.
What an intriguing answer. Well, tell me more.
How much time do you have?
Since you've got a kind voice, I've got all the time in the world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what a beautiful story. Come on. Come on. I love the parallels to this, to San Junipero, actually. This forbidden love, this stuck inside a simulation, trying to, break out of it, or choosing to want to stay in there in order to let the love persist, something like that. And it was there was so many things here that were so beautiful. Just the how things got off the rails, but that led to an even more interesting story, or an even more colorful story, to use that word. And it was interesting how they were all trying to save the story, to go back to the what that was originally planned, but eventually they turned it into something else. And really, it really was beautiful. Like I wouldn't picture the two of them together, like these two actors, these two characters, in this way. And I was even thinking while this was happening that when you're watching it, Brandy's character looks so put into the scene, like everybody else looks like the original kind of work that was done, of course, because it was shot at the time. And then, of course, you see Brandy being put in there. It looks like something spliced together, like you can clearly tell that she was being placed in there. It looked different when you see it from after it's produced and whatever. But yeah, she stood out in the story, in that world. Of course, the characters didn't know that, but as time went on, she got to notice that more and more. Carla, it was really sad. It was really tragic, of course, with Carla dying there, but sacrificing herself, and then still going through the motions, her still saying the line, but she meant it. She meant every word of that. And I think that's what made it so beautiful. That time they spent together when the system was down was really beautiful, right? Like, it was such a moment there for Carla to realize, like, gain an understanding of the world and the world she was in. That's kind of that kind of realization is what messes people up, right? Like it really breaks down the reality of it. I'm surprised she was even able to continue, but she was, and they ended up having a wonderful story afterward. I have to say, Emma Corrin in this, so good. She's able to just kind of like just steal that scene, or just feel so ethereal in a scene in this way. I don't know what it is, but you just couldn't stop or watch her and believe her. And I thought she was just fantastic in this. Playing this kind of character who became, sentient in that way, or had her awareness got changed into the world she was in, and still went on with the story. I thought it was really well done. I really like the story. I mean, I told you, Black Mirror can do no wrong in my books, but I really liked how this went off the rails and became what it was. And I was sort of expecting it to end with Brandy's character being stuck in there, either intentionally or otherwise, and then just continuing on, or maybe the character just sort of dying, right? Like just dying or in some way. But she ended up coming out of it. That was surprising, and having to live with this, live with the knowledge of what she went through, the time that had passed, but not being able to get to this person whom she loved. So yeah, it was like, again, like a tragic love story. San Junipero, of course, was one of the stories which is known for being happier in that sense. But this one does end tragically, but still very, very beautiful. It's like you're happy that it happened, So yeah, and I also thought the technology was interesting too. This movie, at first I thought it was like they said, like the producer was saying, she thought it was something that they would just steal their consciousness and use it, and you wouldn't have to use the character. But this is even more expansive. Like the actor actually is in the scene, and the world is created, and all the characters are all NPC or whatever, and you have to be in there and act all like the whole thing. So you're in there for the exact same amount of time as the movie itself, and you go through the whole runtime. It was kind of wild though, with all the moments where they were talking to her, and she was like, "What?" and she was speaking out loud, because it's like, of course, they have to edit around that for the final cut. Like, it's like the trailer at the end, of course, isn't going to show you all those moments. They're going to cut out all that, all the point where the movie was paused and stuff. So there'll still be moving magic like included there, but in the edit. But it's so interesting to see that, like that as the practical use of that would be very interesting, right? And I'm sure they could even make it so that it's not just one person, but maybe multiple people are plugged in, maybe to add more realism to it, or make it more. I don't know. Like, what would you say about the acting of the person who's the NPC character versus the person who's there? The NPC is probably the better actor, because it's their world, it's their reality for them. Whereas Brandy's character, of course, she's acting, so she has to still keep wondering about things, and if something goes wrong, she has to ask and say, "Hey, what am I supposed to do here?" Which breaks it up a little bit, because you want this to be as real as possible. So it really does create the possibility of creating movies that can feel like literally real life, because the people involved in it all think that they are real. I mean, but it's like almost like creating like an animation story or a game. The cutscenes in games and stuff. These characters think that that's real, like they're all living their lives. That's kind of how we do it. Versus like in movies where we have actors, or like live action, I would say, when we have actors acting everything, so that actor's a real person that has a real life, and so we even know their real life. So versus animation or stuff like that. So yeah, I thought it was a really interesting premise, and I liked the tech here. I thought it was fun. I thought the performances were really good. Issa Rae did a great job. Issa Rae always tends to. You always, maybe because she's played a lot of comedic roles, so you always get a comedic sort of energy from her, which a lot of comedic actors have, which is always very, very fun to have in anything. So I got that from her here, which, for me, it made it more likely for her to be the love interest of this character Carla. Like, that's just that it sort of messes your mind up a little bit, but you're able to just sort of like, I think that's part of the storyline, that she's so, first of all, the whole thing with Hollywood, recasting, people changing roles. There's a whole discussion about that. But then it's like, it seems so unlikely in our minds. Like, oh, wait, this is so odd. Like, I watched the original and it's supposed to be this guy who, and now you've changed it all. And it seems so far from what it was. But it's like, I guess maybe the message is, if you sit back and allow it to be, maybe you'll find out it creates a whole new magic, a whole new storyline, which again, that's life. It's like we all think our lives are supposed to go a certain way, or things are supposed to be a certain way. We have things we think for our children, for our parents, for our friends, and then it turns in its head. Like the whole world turns, and you think this makes no sense. My reality is warped. But then maybe if you sit down and allow that reality to happen, you may find some beauty in it. You may find some unexpected joys in it, and I think that's what the film crew went through. Them crying at the end, they were so against it changing all the way through. They were like, "What's happening here? This is not supposed to happen. This is weird." But they pivoted, right? They pivoted at each turn, with the coffee spilling, destroying pausing the whole thing, and with scenes changing, the bonbon dying instead of the lady, and all that kind of stuff happening. Everything kept changing, but they had to pivot. And with each pivot, they ended up finding out that they could do this. They rewrote the story here. They added an extra scene, all that kind of stuff. And it mirrors life in so many ways. You have to pivot. You have to keep up with what's going on and change as things happen. We can't predict everything that's going to happen. We all have we can all relate to that going on. And honestly, movie sets can relate to that as well. I think movies are known for being very things happen, rain, something happens, shut production down. They have to use a different set, stuff like that, and then they have to change. They have to maybe rewrite scenes or change things up. Actors leave for some reason. They have to rewrite like the actor or the character. So all this stuff happens, and you have to always learn to pivot or to change or to deal with unexpected events. And I think that all morphed into what we see here. Again, art imitating life, life imitating art, and it becomes this story, and it becomes this movie. But at the end of the day, nobody can fully understand or experience what happened except for Brandy, because she fully went through it and is outside of it now and has to always like think and imagine that. It's such a wild experience for her. I feel like the character. I feel like Brandy's like, I'm gonna sue this Reed. What was the name of the thing? Because it scarred me for life now, I wonder the character, how she's going to be able to film in a normal set anymore, because after this experience, this is a very interesting technology. I wonder if as we go along, like this is something that they'll consider, like, hey, we could do something like this. Black Mirror a lot of times is with this creativity is introducing us to things that we might think about, like maybe we want to do this. But also, it's like I think it also veers into that whole thing about AI and creating characters that have awareness. Again, I mentioned Westworld. We think about Westworld and that storyline of these robots, or whatever. What did they call them in Westworld? I forgot the name, but becoming having awareness, bulk perception, or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. And then it's like the humanity of them, what you're doing to them. You're using them as these props, as these things, and you think, okay, we can do anything to them. It doesn't matter because they're not real. But for Carla's character, it's real to her. She did love this person. She had this whole life, and you can just reset it to an earlier moment or turn it off or all of that stuff, because that does, you're taking away somebody's consciousness or reality. So it's all this stuff. It becomes like, now, how do we make sure we're treating these things that we create humanely? And that's something that Black Mirror has explored in the past. Very interesting premise. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one, and it was a longer run time, so we got to spend some time in there. And I think they really subverted expectations. I thought the acting was great. Yeah, it was really fun. It was good. Black Mirror always doing it for me, always. Oh, thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.